in with you, sending love, harmony, peace on the inside that exudes on the outside. And welcome to StarSeed Report number 3. Tuned in here. Thank you kindly for being here. Please like and subscribe. Saturday, February 10th, StarSeed Report. Yeah, and I'm just keeping it 100 Starseed. This StarSeed Report in specific, I'm doing my best to organize it, but it doesn't have any order just because it's so much to unpack, and December just flew by. Therefore, I have lots of bonus videos as I'm approaching my 40th birthday next Wednesday on Valentine's Day, and I'm super excited to have heard the call from the collective and from the ancestors where the symbolism of the dragon and even understanding like dinosaurs had the shape of a dragon. Things that make you go. Okay, StarSeed Report number 4. The first thing is that I'm stating is for the starseeds to gently close their eyes and just hear and resonate. As above, so below. So within creates without. The second thing I'm talking about that came up within February, which I'm here. I'm healing too, though. I've actually healed a lot with starseeds. So cleanse the sour flavor first. Do not continue to carry these old thoughts, these old beliefs, and these old feelings. We have had our rugs shooketh from under us, and that is tied to not just our life, but the womb that we sat in's life. That's our mother. And our father's father, and the energy of just cellular makeup is very important with understanding our intergenerational trauma. Intergenerational trauma. And one of them is intergenerational trauma. So please check that out and add to it and be curious about how that lands with you in your healing. Okay. So cleanse the sour flavor first. Do not continue to carry these old belief patterns, these old energies. So cleansing your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. Really releasing old things. You may have an option where in your technology you're going, I was like this before, but I'm like this. Breathe into this. Breathe into that. One of my healers that's in the jungles of Puerto Viejo, Costa Rica, T gave me a really good one, which was closing my eyes and exhaling the old system, feeling the new system and breathing that in. Exhaling the old system and really closing your eyes and doing it for 3 times. Now, also understanding that when we're cleansing our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings of old things, we're looking at it from a holistic perspective. A holistic perspective is your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state, and your spiritual state, your spiritual energies. And making sure we feed all of those. We've also let go and released a lot of things that came up to expand us deeper into our heart chakra, which is all about the Age of Aquarius. We went from the Piscean age, I thought, these are my thoughts. So if we're having an overactive mental space, we have to make sure we're looking at green colors, eating our greens, having our green smoothie, really integrating heart activator energies to keep us in our heart chakra space from a healthy perspective. So again, we spoke about cleansing the sour flavor. There was a directive that I shared from our healer friend in Costa Rica. And also the no shame in letting go and releasing. There's no shame in changing. You don't have to publicize in releasing. There's no shame. We're all coming into control aspects, inner control, outer control, and soothing our central nervous system so that we're able to get in there and harness control, not have control. What control do we have out here? That's like saying, oh, you didn't control your eye blinks. So understand and be faithful in knowing that we're divine beings. That our highest good is always occurring for us. Anything else is what? A clear response of trauma. Impacting the body. Asking to be expressed. So again, have no shame in changing. Have no shame in getting to know who you are, who you were. It's okay. It can be very shame vulnerable when you have this aspect that's changing from a poison that was programmed to you, and you're choosing to change it so your future ancestors don't have to carry it anymore. So also being cool with pivoting, especially after extreme cry spells. This extreme, something expressed in your private time that the universe, creator, God, source gave you. Private time to express a trauma. Please stay hydrated with alkaline spring water. So in these cry spell releases, allow that time. If you feel, oh, I gotta cry. If it's not appropriate to cry in the boardroom, make time for yourself. Make time for yourself under a pillow. Make time finding a life coach, a healer who is clicked in with you. Or with yourself. Starseeds do have healing powers. But allowing the cry spell to release. And if it's anything that's more ragey and ragier, you have to get creative and look at what would have fed, what age are you reacting at, and what would feed that inner child age of you. What would feed it? If you want, you have, it's personal. I understand. Okay, the next thing is being kind to ourselves. If we are kind to ourselves, then that means we're being kind to others. Therefore, if you are annoyed by people who are not kind to others, that means that what? They are not kind to themselves. And to get away and be kind to yourself, that we are kind to ourselves. We show ourselves kindness to unlock the door to nurturing ourselves. When we unlock the door of nurturing ourselves, we start parenting ourselves in the best manner possible to ourselves, to feed any neglect that was happening or had happened in the childhood. Also, Starseeds, if you haven't noticed, we're starting to clear out even stuff from 5th grade, 4th grade, dare I say infantry? Some of us are able to remember. Just saying, it's there. So please allow for any release, healing, cry spell, and also next, understanding advanced cleansing rituals for these spells. If we have, our homes must be kept clean. Our homes must be kept clean and organized in order to even focus on your goals. If you notice you're not able to stay organized, we must sit still. And if we don't sit still by choice, the universe gonna sit your ass still. And being obedient to something outside of you, we're only being obedient to ourselves. Being kind to ourselves, again, to why? Be kind to others. And if we don't know how to be kind to others, that means we're not being kind to ourselves. Is there internal trauma? Is there a storyline, a limiting belief? and being curious to explore that. Each one of us as starseeds are magnificent. We are amazing. We are magnificent, and we are unique. And most importantly, we are enough. We are enough starseeds. All starseeds are magnificent. But what if I have debris and I'm acting up? You're still magnificent. Shake that debris off. Shed. Starseeds have individual light, and they have facets of light that come together. Hence why we're able to sense the good energy, sense the starseed, regardless of the age quadrant of starseed. Kids love you. That's a starseed. They're connected to the other spiritual realm and the physical realm. Next, and I really apologize for jumping around. Moving forward, we will be organized ourselves to be kind for others and free ourselves of old ways of thinking. Freeing ourselves of old ways of thinking. Clink! Cheers! How do we do that? We tune in. We have to stay tuned in. Right now, each of us are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Unfortunately, in order to get a clean rug, we have to have our rug shaken. And the debris is being vacuumed up and cleaned up and sucked out. And so the limiting belief system is us staying very in tune with ourselves, giving our time. We have to have some form of routine. We have to have some form of spiritual routine to navigate this plane. Especially if we feel we're sinking or overwhelmed. Where's your spiritual seat? The only one that can give your spiritual seat away is you. Now, also asking ourselves, what is the anxiety that we're feeling? What's bubbling? The heart chakra, the Age of Aquarius, is about feeling and being cool with feeling. Feeling what I'm feeling. And being okay with releasing. And being creative. I can give you a ritual all day, but you have your own imagination to tap into your own ritual. And when you're able to slow down your life, you're able to see that starseed already be doing rituals. And they don't cognitively click it, you know. So personal solutions. Personal solutions. Kind to ourselves and be kind to others. That's something actively, that's personal you can do. We're choosing to free ourselves of old ways of thinking. We're liberating our thinking. We're tuned in to what we're saying and knowing that what I'm saying is manifesting. How am I speaking? What am I speaking? That's a personal solution. A universal solution for starseeds is paying attention to the signs. Paying attention to the signs. And these signs are through animals. The bird that was chirping, the butterfly that came, the snail, the pelican, the hummingbird, and doing your own intuitive knowing, and then checking Google. Nature is giving signs. Nature is giving signs with the new plants that are busting through the concrete. Nature is giving signs with the hibiscus that are waving at you in full bloom. With the trees that are saying, we support you. It's intuitive. It's a message between the divine and you. Nature also comes through as nature elements. The wind, the air, the water, the ocean, the earth. the sand, the dirt, the grass, the stars. Even having the Galaxy app where you're outside at night connecting to these stars and you can see your star system shining at you. And checking that star system and seeing if it resonates. These are signs. These are universal signs. The sounds. You may have just had a big old epiphany and something drops or something goes clang, clang. Yeah, we support you. That is true. Did you pay attention to that? And also the mystic realms. You know, you got to keep it real 007 on people with the mystic realm. When you see a fairy in a photo, when you see a spaceship moving, when you understand the mystic realms. Okay. Also, another solution is thinking versus feeling more. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling right now? Is that depression yours? Or is this intergenerational trauma? Was my dad depressed? Is he still depressed? Was my grandma depressed? Because that's how we'll start breaking off those old, passed down yokes of intergenerational trauma. It's beyond your personal seat. It's beyond your personal trauma. Because there's so many layers to the trauma. Owning all of it, but also understanding that the layers, some of it's not yours. My level of low sense of worth is because my mom did not want me when she was pregnant. Oh, that's why I thought I was in the way all those years. So thinking versus feeling and asking ourselves, why are we feeling that way if emotions are new for you? And then also soothing. A technique, putting your hands together and zesting it up, 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 and hearing and coming into your energy of what you're producing. And placing your heart and doing 7 circles to the right, 7 circles to the left, breathing, clapping to release it. Becoming curious to create more integrative, energetic tools that may work for you. Depression, is it ours? Yeah. Oh, let's go through the cards. So the first card, Starseeds. So this is us. This is us. Realizing new senses have come on board. A new vision is showing just between you and spirit. You and spirit, you and spirit. There's still things in the outside world that we're questioning. But there's something happening on the inside that's very, very deep and connective. This is how we know we're starseeds. I appreciate the resonance. I appreciate you being here and connecting to this energy. And trusting yourself. It may be a little difficult for one to start separating from governmental matrices and trusting themselves, trusting the creative process, trusting a new way, a new energetic way. A new energetic way? It's okay. That's paying attention to the inside of the energy of the body. And grounding. Grounding is going to be super key to staying rooted. We're being shown the signs, the steps to take. I have to say it again. Meditation is so crucial at this point. I don't like meditating. There's all type of meditations. You can dance. You can sway. You can take a deep breath. You can have an intention for the day, for the moment. We are redefining meditation, not just because of how it's being shown. So with my clients, radical expansion kept coming up, y'all. With the dragon on the year of the dragon. Happy New Year now. This right here, I definitely recommend to try that stretch. And taking that deep breath and allowing the universe and you just to kiss, and in the most compassionate, neutral way, obviously. I am receiving my abundance. I am whole and prosperous. Radical expansion. Radical expansion. We're in a radical expansion, Starseeds. The card says, it is time for radical ways of being and thinking. And you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. Let go of limiting stories that take up all the space you need. Have fun unleashing who you are. As bold and radical as your ideas or offerings might be, they could be just what the world is waiting for. Be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. Each one of us has a different facet here. Don't ever think it's not enough. Because you're enough. And because you're enough, we understand that the universe will provide in an omnipotent, in an opulent way. That there's enough for everyone. What are you thinking about? What are you visualizing? What do you see for yourself? Are you letting the external world cloud your inner vision? Again, and here's another phrase, if you don't mind closing your eyes for a second. Holographic matrix. And really remembering, I'm not talking about that any further. I will talk more about holographic matrix on my Patreon. So I'll leave it there. Okay, now, lastly, feels good to let go of the limiting belief system. Feels good to let go of the limiting belief system. That's how we know, oh, it's starting to release. We can feel it. Look at all the weighted debris that has flown up from these traumas. Look at all the weighted debris that has flown up from these traumas. We have cleared so much within 1 to 2 months. And can we honor ourselves for that? Can we celebrate ourselves for that? Celebrate ourselves. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I am going to dance for this for me today. Connecting with yourself and loving yourself. Loving yourself. Loving yourself is the magnet for the miracles and the trust of the divine way, the divine life, the divine purpose that has no fear, that has no clouded inner trauma to impact it in some other way energetically. Also, I spoke about this in intergenerational trauma, you know, even though the intergenerational trauma is not excused, because it happened, and there's hurt that is being healed, it's not today, and it takes time to heal. So things that are hard and difficult, we honor the healing process. We honor one to show up to change the pattern of a trauma that has happened previously, so that that person, that being, can be present to enjoy the life versus carrying a trauma that's not here today in the most compassionate manner. When we walk through these intergenerational traumas and we get our key, we pass that universal test, we are also grabbing strength. We're grabbing our strength in the trauma that was tested on the human physical plane. Again, if these are theories or thought process that you don't understand, you may not be a starseed, and you don't have to be here. All videos should support you in your growth, in your evolution, and your ascension. Just to be clear, I'm speaking to Starseeds. So these are strengths that we choose to end in a healing manner. We choose to end and evolve into a new energy. It is the Pokemon evolution. That feels great. I feel complete. I feel complete. I'm still in integration mode, so I've been doing a lot of self-care and soothing and trusting myself to trust the universe more. And it feels good to purge and integrate and drink water. And just setting how much water I'm drinking. So I invite you to drink your water. If you want to pause and come back and drink it with me, I would love that. Okay. So the card I pulled for today, the Starseed Oracle from Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. Let's see back. There you go. Share later. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And see, all the astrologers understand this Venus energy. So this is just so whoa. Planets coming together, new worlds being collaborated, new seeds of fruition from the spiritual to the physical state have happened or are happening. There's a thin veil that starseeds are able to start feeling, which is this unlimited, unconditional pool of prosperity and love. And we have to be true about this. The only way to get there is by walking through the fears, stepping into wholeness, feeling wholeness. The letting go of limiting belief stories is a big one. So this is sensual, highly feminine card. It is a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer, in which you have within you when your well is full. Come on, well is full. Come on, I give from a full cup. And when I give from a full cup, I'm not depleted. I heard the call to switch my schedule because I was about to get depleted. We have to be honest. If we don't nurture ourselves, who will? We can't attract a mate. We can't attract energy to nurture us if we don't nurture ourselves. The ancient... not reading that. Okay, time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been at work all day and no play, this is a sign to take some time out. Okay, I have to go intuitively into this, and time has started to speed up, seemingly. And or your schedule is still so jam-packed that we have to respond differently. Being present and grateful is all great, and we keep that in our daily modality of living. But as we're having these thick schedules of joyous moments, we take a deep breath while we are stretching, while we are grabbing groceries, while we are cleaning the dishes, while we are driving. We take these deep, full, expansive breaths to be present in what we're doing. And again, starseeds who are doing positions that make them feel down and like this, send me an email so we can talk. I want to offer myself and be reachable. You're not alone. And we have to understand we're not alone. And it goes back to the signs. Are we reading the signs from animals, nature, colors, sounds, mystic realms? And you know how to add to that list. Well, I heard and I saw. Exactly. Signs. I'm just here to spark. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I want you to be your fast self. Okay? So it's saying Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you surrender to the sweetness of life? If you know you have a control problem, that's the first thing. I'm noticing my ego is controlling. It's okay. Come back here. And soothe and work into it. Okay? Work into that. What's one way you can enjoy your life a little more? Now, have a great Saturday. Love and light, Starseeds, Sistar Peace, out.
Being Kelly, but I'm from Atlanta. Blunt full of hope, bitch, I'm smoking no gamma. Black and white diamonds, I feel like a panda. She coming over without her pajamas. I'm about to nail it and give her the hammer. I am a Leo, I think she a Cancer. The way she be moving, she look like a dancer. Push up, 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 push up.